Basketball all season long.
Come on, y'all.
Let's get ready for the first half of tonight's game, brought to you by Clippers Court Vision, powered by AWS. Revolutionizing the way we watch sports, Clippers Court Vision lets fans control and customize the live viewing experience. You can select from multiple augmented reality modes, camera angles, audio streams, and more, bringing you deeper into every game. Clippers Court Vision, powered by AWS, is available on the Fox Sports app. Visit clipperscourtvision.com to learn more. Thanks so much again for joining us here on this Wednesday evening showdown between your Los Angeles Clippers and the New Orleans Pelicans. It'll be the 62nd regular season meeting between these two teams, with New Orleans actually leading the all-time series 32-29, despite the Clippers taking the final 3 games of the season last year. Clippers actually hit a franchise record 25 threes in the 126-103 win back on August the 1st of 2020. That was in the bubble. Kawhi Leonard, Paul George combined for 52 points in that game. We'll go through potentially the other 3 from last season, but here's what you need to know for today. Mention the starting 5 for the Clippers of Patrick Beverley, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Nick Batum, and Serge Ibaka. That starting 5 has a net rating of plus 28.5. That means they're outscoring their opponents every 100 possessions by nearly 29 points. They've been that good. Now the question for Tyronn Lue has become, what will the rotations look like? How will the bench unit be integrated with the starters to make sure you're mixing and matching the right ways? And we saw some of that on Sunday in the 130-127 win over the Chicago Bulls. Kawhi Leonard was in his bag, 35 points, 7 of 9 from 3. Paul George, Adam called it a quiet 28 points. He's right. He was 8 of 19 from the floor. He was 5 of 8 from 3, and yet nobody was talking about his performance because of what number 2 in the 2-1-3 connection did. And Lou Williams had the best game of his season, 23 minutes, 21 points. He had a plus 16, which was the best plus-minus on the team. Shot 6 of 10 from the floor, 8 of 9 from the free throw line, and he had 4 assists as well. And the Clippers as a team had 28 assists on 45 made field goals, eventually winning the shootout in that 1 o'clock start time, which, of course, the Clippers are never fond of, but they get the job done. They improve to 7-4, and they keep pace towards the top of the Western Conference, now a game and a half behind the leading Los Angeles Lakers. As for the Pelicans, under Stan Van Gundy, his first season in New Orleans, his 13th overall as an NBA head coach, 4-5 to start the year. They've lost their last 3 games. They had started 4-2, and they were looking really strong. But now, a couple losses in a row, including Oklahoma City by 1, Charlotte by 8 in the Battle of the Ball brothers. And speaking of, Lonzo Ball will not play today due to an injury. Eric Bledsoe out due to an injury. Zion Williamson out due to COVID protocols. So that means 3 out of 5 starters will not play. It will be Nickeil Alexander-Walker, second-year pro, 6'5", 205, out of Virginia Tech. He's got a lot of skill. That's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's first cousin, and those two very close. Josh Hart, who's turned himself into a really solid NBA player, really solid pro out of Villanova, now in his 4th season at 19 points and 8 rebounds the last time New Orleans played in the 118-110 loss over in New Orleans against the Charlotte Hornets on Thursday night. Sindarius Thornwell, the former Clipper, 6'4", 215. We know what he can do. He's tough, he's strong, and he's going to come out to try to prove a point that he deserves more minutes in this rotation. Steven Adams, the center in the middle. That's who the Clippers have to worry about. The Clippers have struggled to rebound as a team this year. New Orleans has done quite the opposite. In fact, they are allowing the fewest rebounds to their opponent this year at less than 41 per game. And Steven Adams is a big reason why. He's second in box outs per game. Brandon Ingram, he has become a bona fide star. I don't know if it's bona fide or bona fide. I thought about this before. Like, you wouldn't say the school that the great Adrian Wojnarowski went to. You wouldn't call it St. Bonaventure. You call it St. Bonaventure. So that means it's bona fide, right? But people say bona fide. These are my pregame thoughts, folks. Feel free to tweet at me at NoEagle15 if you have an answer, because it really got me into a bit of a mind pretzel, if you will. Either way, the Clippers are coming out in their blue uniforms, blue tops, blue bottoms, with Clippers written in block letters in white across the chest, white stomach, and number back as well. That made not as much sense as it thought in my head, but it came out and it somewhat made sense, so we're going to go with it. Pelicans in their red uniforms, red tops, red bottoms, with Pelicans in block white letters across the chest, and white numbers on the stomach and back, with blue and yellow trimming on both the sides of the jerseys and the shorts. Our officials tonight, Eric Lewis in his 17th season, James Williams in his 11th, and Leroy Richardson for the second consecutive game for the Clippers in his 26th. It will be Lewis to jump it up between Ibaka and Adams at midcourt. Adams tips it back. The Pelicans have it. We're underway on this Wednesday night affair between your Clippers and the Pelicans from Staples Center. Glad to have you with us as New Orleans moves it from left to right to start the game. The Clippers coming out in a 2-3 zone. Here's Ingram on the right wing. Weaves his way to the right elbow and sticks a jumper from the mid-range. 2-0 New Orleans on the board first. Brandon Ingram, 24 points per game, the most improved player in the league last year, continues to show that he deserves the max contract he signed this summer. Batum with a bounce pass. Leonard now at the free throw line. Puts his back to Josh Hart and moves to his right off an Ibaka screen who rolls to the rim. Leonard surveys, swings it to the near side corner. Beverly 2 feet in the paint. Up and under move. Blocked by Ingram. The long arms of the 6'7" Brandon Ingram got a piece and he comes back the other way for New Orleans. In the front court, here is Steven Adams straight away, averaging 10.3 points and 9 rebounds a game in his first season with the Pelicans, after a number that would be 7 with Oklahoma City. Alexander Walker gets inside and floats it up and in with the right hand. 2 quick buckets for the Pelicans. It's 4-0 New Orleans. 1 minute in, right to left, here come the Clippers in those blue uniforms. Leonard coming off the 35-point performance where he shot 7 of 9 from 3. That was a tying career-high mark as he scored 10,000 career points, and Ibaka gets open for a right elbow jumper. 18-footer is right down the middle for Serge Ibaka. The Clippers are on the board off a nice feed from Paul George. 4-2, LA down by a deuce. 10:35 to go first quarter. Left to right, Sindarius Thornwell, couple of years with the Clippers to start his career, feeds Ingram. Step back 15-footer on the near side is short, and the rebound collected in the restricted area by Ibaka. Quick outlet pass to the far side for George. 28 points in the last game. He is averaging 8.2 3-point attempts per game, and he's making 51% of them. Here's Beverly. He shot it well. He'll try the right wing 3. In and out. Looked halfway down before popping off the cylinder into the capable hands of Steven Adams, who was voted a couple of years ago as the toughest player in the NBA by the GMs of the league. Good pass by Adams to the cutting Alexander Walker, who is patient, lets Beverly fly by, and lays it in with the right hand. 6-2, Alexander Walker now with 4 points, and the Clippers down by 4. Ibaka, same spot, right elbow jumper, same result. Nothing but nylon for Serge Ibaka to make it 6-4. And Adams player to watch today with a quick couple of buckets to start the game. Clippers down by 2, 9:40 to go first quarter. Thornwell drives right, floater right hand, in and out. Rebound Steven Adams, puts it up and in with the right hand. That is going to be a big key today. Can the Clippers keep Adams and company off the offensive glass, as the Pelicans are now up 8-4, shooting the basketball extremely well, 4 for 6 from the floor. 9:20 to go first quarter. Leonard drives right, kicks left. Extra feed. Beverly left wing 3 is on the way. And good. Patrick Beverly, good looking stroke. He is shooting it confidently to start the season and brings it to within 1. It's 8-7. 9:05 to play. Slowly back the other way. Both these teams have actually really slowed down their pace from a season ago. Josh Hart, far side corner with a pump fake and drive. His pass taken away by Leonard. Here comes the claw, right to left the other way. Slows it down, waits for reinforcements. Feeds Batum in rhythm. Extra pass. Beverly's wide open for a corner 3 on the near side. Bottom! Patrick Beverly, back-to-back threes, and the Clippers have their first lead at 10-8. 8:45 to play first quarter. That was fast break perfection from the Clippers, and Batum with his second assist. Alexander Walker, that was a name that had Stan Van Gundy throughout, as well as Sindarius Thornwell, who can earn himself more minutes tonight with 3 starters out. Instead, it's Ingram who forces his way inside. His second chance was blocked by Ibaka at the rim. We've got our first lead block of the night, and the Clippers will come back quickly from right to left. Batum stops on a dime, feeds Leonard, no look feed. Beverly, same spot, tees it up. Oh, he missed it wide to the right. Thought it was good as he stared at the rim. Instead, the rebound yanked down on the far side by Nickeil Alexander-Walker. The Virginia Tech product drives and kicks for Hart. The recently engaged Josh Hart. Back to Ingram, 2-man game with Hart. Those two involved in the trade with Anthony Davis, but Hart was rejected from behind by Patrick Beverly. Recovered by Ingram, short corner near side with 3 to shoot. Forces an 0-3 Ibaka, in and out, ejects off the rim, and Batum is there into his breadbasket the other way. George now on the right wing, down the right alley, gets past Thornwell, gets to the basket, up and under, missed it with a left hand, rebound tapped around a few times. Ibaka had it for a second, but ripped away by Alexander Walker. 7:35 to go first quarter. Ingram, shovel pass, but an offensive foul. Batum stepped in and sacrificed the body to take the charge. Brandon Ingram will pick up his first personal, and the Clippers will take over on the first turnover of the game for the Pelicans. On the season, New Orleans actually turning it over third most in the NBA at 16.7 per game. Meanwhile, the Clippers are 12th fewest at 14.5 turnovers per contest. Leonard in the front court on the left wing, off the Ibaka screen to his right. 13 to shoot, Leonard between his legs, couple of pump fakes up and under, forced it at the rim, and he got fouled as he pushed it with the right hand. Josh Hart is going to be the guilty party, and Kawhi Leonard's going to go to the free throw line. Josh Hart, by the way, going with the braids look now. That's a new look this season for a man who loves to stream on Twitch. He's a big gamer, and you can catch him on Twitch pretty consistently. As mentioned, recently engaged as well, as Leonard's first free throw is right down the middle. 11-8, Clippers by 3. 7:19 to go in the first quarter. Kawhi Leonard on the season, 85.4% from the free throw line. Luke Kennard's going to come in pretty early today. About 5 minutes in, Patrick Beverley will take a seat as he starts 2 for 4 from three-point range. Last 4 games for Kawhi Leonard, 27.5 points per game, and he goes 2 for 2 here. So Leonard now with 2, Ibaka with 4, Beverley with 6, and the Clippers lead 12-8. 7:15 to go, first quarter. No Lonzo Ball, no Eric Bledsoe, no Zion Williamson today. For the first time this season that the Pelicans are going with a different starting lineup, as Kawhi Leonard's going to be called for a personal foul out on the perimeter. He is guarding Brandon Ingram, and Ingram ran Leonard right into the shoulder on the screen set to his left by Steven Adams. So it'll be a side out of bounds on the far sideline. 14 on the shot clock, 7:09 in the first quarter. Thornwell will inbound. Over the head pass goes to Ingram at the midcourt logo. Brandon Ingram now in his 5th season, just 23 years of age. Gets past Batum, gets to the rim, left-handed finish, counted in a foul. Brandon Ingram went right into the chest of Serge Ibaka as he just exploded past Nick Batum, and will have a chance for 3. Ingram has really blossomed. He was the number 2 overall pick in 2016, and a lot of people gave up on him pretty early. In his first 2 years with the Lakers, he didn't quite live up to the billing of the almost mini Kevin Durant, but he is starting to show all that potential that he flashed at Duke. First All-Star selection last year, and is well on his way in the first 9 games of the season to booking his 2nd trip to an All-Star selection, because there is no All-Star game this year. As Ingram does hit the free throw, he's got 5 points, and the Clippers lead is 12-11 with 7:02 to go in the first quarter. Kennard will bring it from right to left. Kennard had 5 points, 2 of 5 shooting on Sunday against the Bulls. Stops in the left wing. He nearly traveled with it, but does get rid of it at the top of the key. Ibaka hands it off. George thought he got fouled, and he did as he rose for a 20-footer. George will shoot 2 when we return. 6:50 to play in the first quarter, and the Clippers leading 12-11 with a timeout on the floor on the Clippers Radio Network.
Verizon 5G is here with the coverage of 5G nationwide and the unprecedented performance of ultra-wideband, the fastest 5G in the world in more and more cities. 5G ultra-wideband is built with ultra-low lag, which means fans can now stream the game without missing any of the action. This is 5G built right for LA Clippers fans. 5G ultra-wideband available only in parts of select cities. 5G nationwide available in 2,700 plus cities. Global claim based on open signal independent analysis.
Subway restaurants are introducing new protein bowls. Each one has a foot-long's worth of protein, like grilled chicken or steak, piled high on crisp veggies with your choice of sauce. Try great new choices like the Chipotle Southwest Steak and the Sweet Onion Chicken Teriyaki Bowl. And right now, you can go pro with double protein on any bowl or foot-long sub for just $2 more. That's twice the chicken or twice the steak for only $2 more. Only at Subway. Limited time at participating restaurants. Additional charge for extras, plus applicable tax. No additional discounts or coupons may be applied.
At Navy Federal Credit Union, our arms are wide open to the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine Corps, Coast Guard, Space Force, and the DoD. All are welcome to join, whether you're active duty, a veteran, or if you have family who have served. We've always got your six. That's why members earn and save $361 more per year by banking with us. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Insured by NCUA. Visit NavyFederal.org. Dollar value based on 2019 study by Navy Federal.
These days, it's understandable to feel anxious, stressed, or lonely because of COVID. You're not alone. Worrying about physical separation, your own health, and the health of family and friends can weigh heavy on you. But with the help of Cal Hope, you can get important mental health resources and information to help you find your way in these difficult times. Call 833-317-HOPE to talk to someone who can help. That's 833-317-4673. Hope will persevere.
This is LA Clippers basketball
Kawhi Leonard is a destroyer of worlds right now.
on the official home of your LA Clippers.
It's the Clippers and New Orleans Pelicans from Staples Center. And the first quarter is brought to you by Toyota. Head to Toyota's We Make It Easy sales event where you'll find great ways to save on a new Toyota. Visit buyatoyota.com or see your dealer for all offers. We make it easy. Noah Eagle early in this one. Pat Bev making it look easy from distance.
And that's what he's done all year. While he did struggle a little bit on Sunday, 1 for 6. We mentioned it. The fact that he shot 1 for 6 and is still 44% on the season is telling. He's been that good from 3. And just the threat of him alone has been helping this offense because the defenses have had to respect the jumper of Patrick Beverley, which they have in the past, but not to the level that they have to right now. And now if you cheat off of him, who are you cheating off of instead of him, I should say? Because you're not going to cheat off of him if he's going to shoot 44% this season. He's going to knock down essentially 1 out of every 2 opportunities he has from 3. By the way, Nick Batum with 2 assists already today, 3,000 assists in the career of Nick Batum. What an illustrious career it's been now in his 13th season, and he is playing some of his best basketball in years. As the Clippers will get 2 free throws here for Paul George, 6:50 to go in the first quarter, leading